Your little cinematic universe is about to change.
Forgive me, I'm tired. Don't know why that's important information, but anyway. When the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer dropped, I gotta be honest, I was trying to measure my excitement because I've been burned so many times by Marvel at this point that I probably look like a camel's charred kneecaps. Just like everyone, I thought Deadpool was gonna be the thing to save Marvel. And then after the last Marvel installments, aside from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Spider-Man, I felt my hope dying. But then Deadpool and Wolverine dropped.
Give me a hand up.
First of all, let me say whoever did this trailer needs a nice long massage. Someone needs to hold you by the throat, pull out your tongue, and scrape their fingernails across it with the utmost care because you deserve to be pampered. If anything else fails, you can't say that this was a bad trailer because goodness gracious. It's a lot of shoes to fill when you hear Deadpool saying stuff like this.
I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
So we're basically depending on him to save Marvel. I don't know if he can save the entirety of Marvel because it's probably beyond saving at this point, but I do have hope and faith in the religion of Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool. Because so far I can honestly say that I will watch movies just because Deadpool is in it. But good luck trying to cast anybody else for the role, FYI, because in my opinion, it's just impossible for anybody else to embody the character the way that Ryan Reynolds has. And to me, it doesn't really matter how old he gets, because you can just slap on the avocado makeup on him and he'll just grow into it. He can look like old man Crypt Creeper Joe, but have the voice of a snarky angel, and in that way he'll be immortal, just like his character, as long as his voice stays the same.
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
Get! You're ugly!
I really hope they took all the extra laundered money from the overpriced failure flopped movies that they produced and put it into actually paying human writers to make this one. I mean, people were worried because a few years ago there were rumors swirling around the ether that they got new writers for Deadpool 3 instead of bringing back the ones that did the first two movies that were very successful. No one knows the exact reason, but people always de facto to creative differences. Whatever the reason, it's good to know that they had put their thinking caps back on and had the original writers return. And although my excitement is creeping up ever so slowly, as though using my spinal column as a geriatric staircase, I have my doubts. I do. I don't want to get too excited for something that is being birthed by a company that has a habit of spewing out slop that pigs won't even eat, and then has the habit of being shocked when we don't consume it.
Stop! I'm trying to be whatever this is.
Tell me what to be.
I don't know, just don't be a dick.
It's too late. Look at me. I'm such a dick.
It's never too late to stop being a dick.
But one of the things that gives me a little bit of motivation to give this credit is the fact that they're tying in the TVA situation from the Loki show, which was a banger. I liked the first season of Loki, but the second season was the best thing I have ever seen come out of Marvel. I've done reviews on it so you guys can check that out and feel the passion oozing off me. Because when I say that something is like anime, it's a very huge compliment. The final season and final episode of Loki felt like that. I wanted to climb out of my clothes and swing them around on the ceiling. How good it made me feel. And I know that makes absolutely no sense, but that's the best way to describe the feeling. So I'm not sure, but if anybody is working on the Deadpool 3 movie that worked on that, we do have a chance that there's going to be actual quality coming out this movie when it comes to tying these worlds together.
Cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
It would be messed up if Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, same thing, said all of that and then this ended up bombing.
Put the old cans on.
Anyway, to talk about the trailer. Where we left off, Deadpool was going around through the different timelines, and I gotta admit, I don't know why, as much as I love these movies and I love Deadpool, this part just got completely nuked from my brain.
Up the claws, and it's gonna make a lot of people very sad.
Huh?
But one day, your old pal Wade's gonna ask you to get back in the saddle again. And when he does, say yes.
Why is it that I did not remember that he was going through different timelines? Now that I watched the clips as a refresher, I remember, but what even led up to that point? I felt like that part of the whole premise for the second movie was just, I don't know, just completely escaped me. Anyway.
Happy birthday to you!
Hold on a minute. It took me 3 watches of this trailer to realize that the big robot stone iron guy was behind these two people. One of them looking like a BDSM version of Markiplier with snake eyes. Who the hell is this supposed to be? Oh, and look, it's taxi driver guy. Oh, he's back.
All right, okay.
The first time I saw this, I wondered if his hair grew back or if that was a wig. I don't know, but there's just something very uncanny and disturbing about watching a man whose face looks like Freddy Krueger's bleached butthole, wearing a toupee that looks like it belongs on a male mannequin. I love you, but disgusting.
It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy.
Every time someone says they're happy, it usually means something bad's about to happen. But you can't help but feel bad for the dude. After everything that's happened to him, he deserves a break. But they're superheroes, or super people, so they can never have breaks. Unfortunately, it's one of the things you sign up for when you're watching a superhero anti-hero story. Their days will always be filled with stress and constant fighting and no happy endings. I mean, just look how Peter Parker from Tobey Maguire's trilogy of Spider-Man came out the other side.
Hi.
Does this look like a happy man to you? This is the face of someone who has learned to smile through his pain. And pain he always feels.
That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
I wonder who's knocking. It'd be funny if he made an FBI joke. No, come to think of it, it wouldn't be.
Wade Wilson? Who's asking? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Wow. It's kind of messed up, but extremely true, except Disney is the one pegging themselves. Yay, I remember the first time I didn't know what pegging was, and now I know. I feel like I graduated with a degree that I didn't receive because I still have yet to pay for the tuition. True story, by the way. Okay, that was downright disrespectful. Not only did they rip off what was clearly his wig, but they also stepped on it for good measure, as if they were trying to go above and beyond to make a point of how triggered they were, seeing it on his head as I was. I'm not against guys wearing wigs, especially if they can't grow hair or just, you know, for any reason, because it's their head and they should be able to give it whatever clothes it wants to wear. But I mean, it's supposed to look like it belongs there, you know? Sorry.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you?
I love the delivery right here. Usually trailers don't leave me with questions, but I was stuck on this part wondering whether or not he did it on purpose or not. Because it's one thing to be conscious when you're, I guess, soiling yourself. How do you even, whatever. But did he do it as a distraction to get them to let him go? Or did he do it out of genuine fear? Because I'm thinking to myself, Deadpool's not afraid of anything, right? At least he shouldn't be. I mean, you can't die. Because the only reason we experience fear is because our body's internal billboard is saying that if something happens that hurts us too much, we will cease to exist. So he's not scared of anything except maybe losing the woman of his life. So, excluding the fear factor, we can deduce that he probably shot himself on purpose. Unless there's another way for Deadpool to sort. Never mind.
Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wade, you are special. This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
Wait a minute. Why was he wearing a retail uniform? Oh wait, is this because he has to work a regular job now? That doesn't seem very believable. He has a specific set of skills and he has to work a regular job standing out like a sore thumb and actually looking like one too? Why? He's a mega assassin that can't die. Do you know how rich he could be? I mean, yeah, he could make a lot of enemies, but can't he just don a different uniform and pretend to be somebody else and just shut his mouth while he's doing his work? I know he's the merc with the mouth, but I mean, just pretend, you know? Isn't that what Barry did?
White boy Lululemon tracksuit. He's there!
They try to make it seem as though people who lead lives like this always end up dying afterwards, like John Wick, but I would take a gander that it happens a lot less than this dramatized portrayal. But then again, he is a superpowered person, sort of. Is he superpowered just because he can't die? I mean, yes, it's a superpower, but is that like his only shtick? Because from what I've seen, it doesn't look as though he has any super strength. He doesn't have super intelligence. His only skill set is that he can't die. It's not even like Wolverine that's immortal too, and he can erect daggers out from between his knuckles like a Jack-in-the-Box punch. Deadpool can't do that. I mean, I guess he has a little bit of strength and more agility than the average person, but Is that because of his skill set as an assassin? But for those of you who will argue against this, I think it's important to point out that comic book fans themselves claim that writers are shit at keeping power consistent due to there being multiple people presenting the story characters. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm talking about from the movie point of view. Deadpool, to me, as lovable as he is, functions as a glorified human axolotl.
All around me are familiar faces.
Sorry, those can die. The immortal jellyfish?
Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
I don't have very much expectations because it's Deadpool, and I just expected there to be, at bare minimum, Deadpool quality content. But honestly, these days, I would be more surprised if something came out of Marvel that was actually good. And that's because the first two Deadpool movies were made before the plague that is Disney acquired 20th Century Fox. And for those that can't really spell it out, Deadpool 3, aka Deadpool and Wolverine, is the first Deadpool movie that we're going to be getting while under the smelly armpits of Disney's perpetually and mercilessly suffocating chokehold. They have a habit of taking good things and making them worse, unless someone actually has more creative control, has a reputation of bringing quality, like James Gunn with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. If there was ever a golden nugget in an estuary of shit, that's what Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was. But he was also the same person who was responsible for heading off the first two Guardian of the Galaxy films before leaving to go to DC, so that should tell you something. For some comparison, the first two Deadpool movies were written by Brett Reese and Paul Wernick, and the reason why they came back to write the second is because Fox itself was, and I quote, intent on keeping the creative team together. Now, like I said, those rumors came out that the creative team was not in the third movie, but then they came back, so let's hope that they went back to the drawing board and undid all the possible towers of disaster that were built before they made that decision. To be honest, I'd rather set myself up for low expectations beyond what I usually have and then be pleasantly surprised if I turn out to be wrong, because at this point it would be a miracle if anything good comes out of Disney. Oh, I forgot how sexy Deadpool is, and always will be, even if they managed to only gut everything he has and parade around his husk. That edit was hot. You could rewind and analyze frame by frame to capture every crucial detail you'd think you'd rather not observe.
God, please! Oh my fuck! God, I love this part. Wait!
See, that is an impressive trailer edit. Good lord. A movie better be good, because there's nothing worse than getting hyped after watching an enticing, toe-sucking trailer and then watching the movie and realizing that not only was the trailer grossly out of context, but 95% of the movie, what the trailer didn't show, is dog vomit. And yes, that's the dude from X-Men.
Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Now, was it a Hugh Jackman Wolverine or the highly anticipated, rumored Harry Potter Wolverine? Doesn't matter. I think it's Hugh. But either way, it'd be interesting to see. Not gonna lie, the trailer was interesting, but I'm really trying to temper my expectations. Funny how they've learned to condition us thinking it's automatically gonna make us love something that's not lovable. And in some cases, it even works because we've been so used to getting bottom of the barrel. But you know, this trick only works as one of those one-trick pony type ordeals. Deadpool is one of those rare cases where I'm excited to see Deadpool, but at the same time, I have this intense stomach-churning consternation about what they're gonna do with the franchise. Count this as me just having a level head and hoping things will be better than I expected. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.